Hello everyone, and we are back to our darker purpose. For those of you who aren't aware, this game is still I'm sorry. This game is still very much in need of funding. It needs about 11,000. It's got just shy of 2 days left. They actually just released a new pre-alpha demo today, which is including new items, an early version of a new boss from what I understand. As well as there's some rewards if you beat the harder level quick or without taking damage, if I'm guessing right from what they said. So we're going to jump into this and take a little look at the new version. Hopefully maybe drum up a little bit more support for this game, which I think very much deserves it. So we're going to jump into the easy haul first, just to get our bearings back. You can get Unsettling Concoction or the Sock Puppet for money in here. It's good to know. I like having Sock Puppet. Couple rolls to get away from these guys. So I think I've made my opinions on this game pretty clear in past videos. If this is the first one you're seeing, this is a game that very much deserves to be backed. It's a very fun game. Even in this pre-alpha state, it is pretty hardy in terms of content. And it's obvious that there's going to be a lot more come the full version. Unfortunately, it's not known if the full version will be a possibility if they do not get funded on Kickstarter. So if you look at this game and it seems interesting, please go out and support these guys. The developer Avidly Wild Games could really use the support to make this game a reality. It's well worth the investment, I would say. It's going to be a game that I feel is going to get a lot of replay value out of it. I hate these enemies. I hate these enemies. These guys are like more accurate versions of the Siths than Isaac, and that makes me hate them. But yes, if you have any interest, please do anything you can to help support the game. Just because it is getting close to the deadline and they need the support to make this happen. They have also mentioned that any kind of support, if you can't pledge much, would be helpful even if they can't make the funding, because they might be able to show with even more backers that this is a game that does have interest to other investors who might be able to help them make the game a reality. So, you know, even if you don't have much to throw, enough to make a big difference in enough to make a difference in the Kickstarter, which is running short on time, it could still be helpful to just toss a few dollars at it, show that you're a backer, just so they have those numbers of people interested. And really, anyone who is backing is going a long way to helping make this game a reality, even if it is just a little bit. I know I don't really get the viewership that is required to make a big difference in this game's fate, but 5% move speed, 50% projectile speed, 20% move speed, 10% damage, 10% move speed. This one is easily one of the better perks in the game so far. But yeah, you know, any kind of support is going to be, I'm sure, much appreciated by the developers who really want to make this game a reality. And I'm sure really going to be appreciated by people who are as interested in this game as I am. Because the higher and the more it makes, the better chance it is that we'll get to play this game in a full version someday. And I, for one, can't wait to spend a lot of time with this game if it can be pulled off where the chance is there. I'm taking some stupid damage against these things, a lot of stupid damage against these things. There we go. We do get a juice box, so I'll pop one, take that one. I'm really not sure how this game hasn't gotten more support than it has. It's the kind of game that's going to give you a lot of hours of playtime in a final version. It's the kind of game that I think a lot of people are interested in. I don't know if it's just because it's getting compared to Binding of Isaac so much and people are looking at it negatively because of that, as a ripoff instead of the very unique game that they have created in the same style. But whatever the case is, unfortunately, this game is not getting the kind of support that I would expect from something that has this polished of a pre-alpha. And the gameplay is fun. If you haven't checked it out, go check out the new demo. The gameplay is fun. It's well polished for the state the game is in currently. I just don't see why it hasn't gotten more support than it has. It's one of those oddities where a game that has a very well developed campaign for Kickstarter with a good demo available just isn't getting the kind of support that you would expect. I want to get the sock puppet, so I'm going to save up my money. But regardless, I know I don't have that much in terms of viewership. I know that this video probably won't make a difference in their campaign, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to try to help out with a game that I feel is well worth the time and effort of recording this video. Which is going to be the second video of the day today, since I have already posted up an Isaac episode. I am definitely trying to make more videos per week than I had before, and this is as good a reason as any to have a second one in a day that this game is needing this support. I don't think I have quite 15 coins yet. This desk dude isn't going to be too much of a problem. It's more so the spike ball of doom that I'm worried about. I should add that I absolutely love the music and the art style. It fits the game perfectly, and quite frankly, it is one of the better game soundtracks in recent times. Well, for a pre-alpha demo at least. I mean, obviously we don't know how the whole soundtrack would play out. It could be much lower quality songs in the future, but for what's out now, the tracks that are in the game already are very atmospheric, very good for the setting of the game. Not to mention, I am kind of interested in seeing where they go with the kind of lore and storyline in this game. It is kind of rare to have a roguelike game like this that has kind of a more fleshed out amount of dialogue and everything. I'm kind of curious where that goes. So for now, we're going to try to beat Chairlim the Charlatan. This guy shouldn't be too much of a problem at this point. The room is mostly clear and it's a big enough room where I can dodge him. And this is, I believe, a new item. My manuscript, on use, converts next 3 attacks to flurries of paper. This sounds kind of interesting. What do you do? Okay, that might be a glitch in this pre-alpha, because that seems like that just used the broken mirror that I had before. It didn't do anything to my shots. Similarly, the broken mirror has disappeared. So yeah, I think this might be a glitch in the demo here, which of course with this being pre-alpha isn't all that unheard of. Take out these guys hopefully pretty quickly. So maybe, if I had to guess, it's probably something to do with already having the broken mirror. The game didn't register the switch between the two items, even though it registered the icon switch, it didn't register the effect switch. Because I'm sure that, because I'm guessing that they tested enough to know that the item itself works. So I'm guessing that it has to do with the fact that I had a active item already, and then switched over. So that's unfortunate. We aren't going to be able to really see this new one in effect here on this run, but I will be doing at least one more run in this video. While we're at it, we have probably by this point enough money to go back to the shop here and probably pick up the extra shot from the sock puppet. Very good. So now we're firing 2 at once, which of course is going to be doing a lot more damage for us. And we can do the things the monsters carried. 15% Edgewood Meritus behavior tokens. 30% chance of token and juice box drops. Okay, so that's more money and juice boxes dropping. Versus plus 15%, plus 15 damage, 5% move speed down, 10% defense, and 2% light radius. Let's go with this one. It's new, so I'm going to take it. I would have normally taken the one with damage, but we might as well take the new things while they're available. So now we're going to come over this way. We haven't been. Oh, walked right into that. Oh God. There we go. Oh, it's these guys who throw globes, and some garbage dudes. I can't say enough how much I love the aesthetic of this game. It is very well put together. The atmosphere is pretty much nailed to what I think, to what they're going for. I just really, really hope this game gets a late push and is able to get funded, because I want to see this in full. It's the kind of game I could see myself spending hundreds of hours with, much like the Binding of Isaac. And I think that a lot of people would enjoy it. I think it's just either not getting enough publicity, even though it's gotten quite a bit, or it's just not resonating with people because they're not paying attention to the differences from Isaac. I know it's gotten a lot of comparisons. Plus 10% healing, plus 1 juice box capacity, random boost for juice box. So that's actually really good. So they have updated the text for those potions that you can get to upgrade your juice boxes. I think that's the first time I've seen one that gave me an extra juice box capacity. There's another new item, some glasses. Let's see what that does. 10% crit chance plus 1 light radius. So that's going to help us a decent amount. We got a juice box, so you might as well pop this one. We get plus 15 attack damage from our juice boxes. That's actually a really good buff to get from that. Oh, I forgot these things were in here. I need to go down, then to the right, and this should take me to the boss right about here. So we're just going to play this for a while, pretty much until I feel like the video has served its purpose well. At this point I will probably not talk quite so much about the Kickstarter, but more so about the gameplay. We're taking on these desks right here, which are going down pretty simply. And is this a dead end? Where is there an extra door? It does also look like the doors are a little bit more visible on the map, which makes me happy. As I mentioned in my other videos, that was one of the few things that I felt wasn't too visible, but where am I missing one? I feel like I've been through every one of these doors. Maybe we got a little bit of a glitch and a boss didn't spawn? Of course, remember, this is pre-alpha, so if that is the case and we got a glitch like that, it's not really a thing that is representative of anywhere near what the final version would be doing. It's definitely just something that can tend to happen with randomized games when they're in alpha. So we're going to keep exploring here, make sure that I did hit all the doors. Maybe there's something that I'm missing without noticing it, but it does seem like this run might come to an end due to lack of a boss spawn. Let's see. I'm gonna guess that if there is an extra door, it's gonna be maybe down here. Nothing down here. I wasn't really paying attention, so I'm not sure if the doors appear on the map once you walk through them, or if they're there once you see them in the room, so you actually have to be within sight range, or if they just appear by default. But it's definitely looking like there are no more doors out of here. Okay, so we've had a couple little glitches in this run. Honestly, more glitches than I have seen in the entirety of the runs before it. It might be in part due to them trying to get out a new copy of the demo quick that can help people to see more of the game. But, I guess if we walk back to the only other room where I could really conceivably see a door being attached to, which would be this one down here and on the right. Once we check there to make sure that there's nothing in there, we'll exit this run, start up a new one. All things considered, for the state the game is in, it's not really that bad of a glitch. It is unfortunate that it happened to us while I was recording here, but toggle debug. return to start menu. Now that we've done some warm-up, we'll jump into the tougher hall here. Let's see what's available with this guy this time. Gourmet Turtle, plus 10% defense. That's kind of interesting. That's yet another one of those things that's very different from this in a game like Binding of Isaac. It's definitely more RPG inspired of a roguelike. So the stats that you have are more something that you would expect from an RPG game than just your standard attack modifiers. So if, defense and everything come into play big time, it definitely gives it a different feel. It also allows for more interesting item combinations. Some that lowers your defense but raises up your attack and stuff like that are very possible. So we've already used the juice box on this one. I haven't played through since my last stream. I'm still 100% defeated in the tougher hall here. But hopefully that'll change on this video. New items to pick up and everything could be the difference maker. Oh. Ooh, 3 coins. Or merit tokens. Okay, so now we need to swing up here. And we're going to go, I guess, to the left, because that's the only way to go. And then we'll go down here. Take out these guys. Oh. I still love this roll mechanic. 2 more coins for us. That's a plus. Obviously these guys are hardier until they lose their helmet or the lid of the garbage can. Once they do, they become much more damageable. There is a champion version of one of these garbage cans over here. Die. I'm taking way too much damage on this room. I haven't even got to the hard enemy yet. We did drop a juice box though, so we can pop one of them. This guy is probably going to damage me a lot because I'm still not that great at dodging in this game. Although his 5 shots are a little bit easier to dodge actually than the single shots of the other ones. Not sure why, but I guess because the single shots are directly aimed, these ones aren't. But I'm going to pick up an item here. We got the glasses. Some more crit chance and more light. As you can see, the light instantly popped up a bit. We got a critical at a good time. We can either get plus 15 HP, plus 10% healing per juice box, and carry 2 more juice boxes, or plus 5% move speed, 50 projectile speed. We're going to go with the juice box one. Getting 2 more juice boxes is a big bonus, as well as the extra healing from them, especially if we can get a couple of the juice box buffs. We'll be in good shape there. Did just take some stupid damage against that guy. Some more. Pop 1 juice box, pick up this one that's laying around. Once this guy fires, we can pick that up. Same thing once this one does. And then swing back around. I believe this is the end of this set of rooms, so we can go off in a new direction. I'm going to stop back at the shop thing, the vending machine, to see what I can get from there. Oh, I almost just walked right into that spike ball. This run is going fairly decent so well. I wish I had some more attack strength to add on, but that'll come in time, hopefully. So I think the vending machine was in this room over here. And we got 13 coins. We're going to go with the Vexing Vial first. The Gourmet Turtle is nice, but the plus 10% defense isn't quite as good as the boost to the juice boxes when I already have the Great Expectations of Juice Boxes perk. I'd really like to take out this desk before I take out anything else. Just barely missed him. Man, this game is fun. Oh, oh. Got some pretty good dodging going on here. Yep. That was close. Finally taking that guy out. And then we take stupid damage against the chalkboard monster. There's a door at the top. There's this door on the side. We'll go through the side first. Roll to get away. Hopefully we can get that manuscript again before we get any other active items. That should allow us to give us a look at what that does exactly. Oh snap. These globe dudes and a lot of desks. Oh, I didn't even realize I was that close to death. Okay, so we're gonna jump right back into the hard hall here. And we will see what we can do. That was a horrible run on my behalf. I'm sorry for that. They have stated that for beating the tougher hall fast, and they said flawlessly, which as I mentioned earlier, I think means without taking damage, you can unlock more of the perks in the class schedule, which is of course something I would be interested in doing, but I don't know if that's really something that's at a chance of happening during this video. As we just took damage there, that completely rules out one option. I suppose if I found the boss really soon and took it out right away, we would still have an option at the speed unlocked one. Take this guy out, and then come down here and take this one. I might end up having to get called for dinner, in which case I'm just going to use the magic of editing. So if at any point there's kind of an awkward transition, that's probably why, is because I'll have to pause the game and then unpause when I get back and edit the video later. Which unfortunately I have Windows Movie Maker for, which is not very good for that because it can only export in WMV. But I'm not sure what else I could get for cheap or free that could help me to edit videos a little bit better. And keep them as MP4 and keep their file size down. So if you have any suggestions for that, let me know, because it would be a big help when it comes to recording videos I have to edit. No doors out of this room. We'll come over here. Oh, there's a champion garbage can. That's going to be a problem. Still got 79 health. I'm going to keep a closer eye on that this time, hopefully. I'm going to use some turtling here. Might as well take out that desk while the chance is there. I don't have too much space to dodge up there, otherwise I would try to keep a more consistent fire on it. This is going to take forever though, so I think I need to. And that's rewarding me with a lot of damage, which is unfortunate. Come on now. You know, let's take out this single garbage can first. We're going to take some damage just to take this thing out quicker. This perk is definitely the one that I want right here. Pick up the turtle, which is going to grant us more defense. Not going to use a juice box. Well, I might as well use a juice box or two. I guess I don't really see why not. So now, interestingly enough, we only have one coin so far. I was going to say that the turtle was in the vending machine and I wondered if it got replaced or if I could double up the item. But then I remembered that was the last run that we died on. So, never mind my interestingly enough there. Oh, come on. God, I hate these guys. Hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Another juice box picked up, that's good. Now that we have a... Oh yeah, we didn't have enough to buy the vial. 978 out of 3,000 for level up. We only have one item so far. Obviously we're going to hope to change that as soon as possible. If this run goes south, I might jump back into the easier haul. Give me a chance to kind of have a better showing. But we'll see when the time comes for that. Oh man, this room is horrible. This is going to be a tough room. Well, actually, these guys are dying pretty quick, so maybe not quite so tough. Oop. That was stupid. I don't see anything else laying around except there's one coin over here. No other doors, so I think we're safe to move on to the next room. Real quick, I want to run... Whoop, that was close. Back to the start room over here. Because I think we've got enough to buy this. So we got an extra juice box as well as some perks added to it. These guys are, as always, a pain in the neck, but not too bad. The champion version is the one that really gets me usually. There's another coin over here. I don't really want to buy the mirror, because if I get the manuscript, I want to see if it's a glitch with how the item is working right now, or if it's a glitch with the fact that I had another active item before it. So I won't be picking up the broken mirror unless I get to the boss and have no other rooms left and don't have the manuscript. Hopefully we won't run into the same glitch this time that we did last time. If we do, remember it's still pre-alpha. This is just a show of content, or proof of concept almost, in terms of the demo. Taking ridiculous amounts of damage against these guys, as is normal. I really need to learn how to dodge them better. We will pop a juice box, which gives us movement speed up. It's actually a nice perk to have attached to the juice boxes. Of course, I immediately take damage, and more. Let's pop another one, unfortunately. And that was a dead end. So I did all that for like 2 coins. But this should mean that I have the ability to buy at least one more juice box, if not more than that, before we head off to the right over here. One more juice box, so better than nothing. Obviously, as you start getting more perks added to the juice boxes, it becomes more beneficial to save them for certain situations. Obviously, early in the game, it's just as beneficial to take them right away as it is to take them right away when they're at full usefulness as it is to take them anytime later than that. But once you start getting perks added to them, you might want, facing off against these guys, you might want a better perk. 10% XP gain. Cookies of Discipline. That's not bad. That's always a nice item to have in an RPG type game. We are going to try to take these guys out smoothly, because my health situation is not in the best shape right now. That guy's lost his cover. 92, 94. There's definitely something to be said for playing defensively in this game, especially on the tougher halls. On the easy one, you can get away with kind of just playing recklessly attacking, but on the harder one, you usually need to be a little bit safer. I like not rolling through the Tesla coil. And we got nothing else in here. So that was worthless except for the juice box I'm just going to pop now. And we'll go to the right here. A couple of cloudy dudes. Very good. And I think that only leaves us with one path left. Hopefully the boss is down there. If not, I'm going to end this video for now and tweet the developers, letting them know that I've run into this glitch. If it's just a one-time thing, I won't be as concerned about it. But if it does happen to come up again on this run-through, I'll give them a message, so let them know what I've run into. Obviously, it's not a point against the game or anything. It's something that just kind of happened, unfortunately, in the alpha build. And hopefully it's not going to happen again. The red badge of courage and tankiness, 20 defense, 10% move speed down, 40 HP. I'm going to go with this one, because this is going to give us... Whoa. Might have either frozen or gotten some lag here. Let's see if it's going to come back up. There we go. So that gave us a couple of bonus juice boxes, which is nice. As well as they're more beneficial to us now. It's a very good thing they chose to make these little desks, the champion desk spawns, not give you XP. Otherwise, you could literally just sit in a room for half an hour farming and then run through the rest of the game with high levels and lots of perks. We got Sock Puppet, that is, as I mentioned last on the Easy Haul run, one of my favorite items. Anything that gives me more damage makes me happy. Well, unless it comes at the expense of a stat that I care about more than health. Might as well pop a juice box. We got an extra one laying around. Let's take this guy out quick. Take this guy out quick. Pop a juice box since we have an extra one. And unless I am missing something, it does seem like we've run into the no boss spawning glitch again. Am I missing any doors anywhere? Yes, I am. I take that back. We just have a door that I haven't explored yet. We actually have two doors I haven't explored yet. So we'll go to the closer one first, and then we'll take the farther one after that. There we go. This room has a couple of dudes in it, and that was very easy. Now we have that double shot, and nothing connected to this room. And so we will swing over to, I believe, the only two doors. Yeah, there are actually two doors left open here, which are both 2 rooms over. While we're here, we could buy a juice box if we need one. Since we're full right now, obviously that's not a good decision, but if we do have to use some, it might be useful. This is going to be a pain of a room. Luckily, we're taking out a good deal before they burst through the walls there, so to speak. Ooh, a rose. Gain Thorns effect. Damage on enemies on contact. That's actually an awesome effect to have. Of course, I use a juice box to pick one up and then immediately take damage to go back down. The boss is going to be right through that door there. I do want to go just explore the rest of the floor a little bit. There's not much left, but there is at least one room down here. This is going to give me another item. That's a good thing. I'm kind of hoping that's a manuscript again, so I can see what that does. It's a gold star. That's pretty much an all stats up. I'm not going to complain about that one either. There we go. Plus 3 damage, plus 3 life, plus 3% move speed, 3% crit chance, and 3 whatever the other one was. Light, maybe? No, I don't think it was light. These guys should be much easier now that I'm doing more damage and have double shot. In fact, I'm usually taking them down in one hit. Although they're still a pain because they hide. There we go. And one more. Easy enough. So I believe that rounds out the rooms available, which means that we will go fight the boss. And that should be quite simple. We have plenty of juice boxes. You know what, I will pop 2 of them to get me up to almost full health. And then we'll take 2 juice boxes from here in case we need them on the boss. And we will head up to the boss room. We could take some stupid damage on the way, but with just 6 juice boxes and the stat upgrades we have, I'm not too concerned about Frothy here. He can be kind of difficult, but I'm not too concerned at him with the stats I have. Although I don't know how much damage he does in the difficult demo. 20 damage on contact. I did some damage to him, of course, thanks to our perk. We'll pop another juice box. This fight is going to go pretty much without worry. I am using juice boxes a lot, but that's just to be safe more than anything. We get the glasses for beating him. And we were still taking damage somehow. 14 minutes, 43 seconds, 336 damage taken, 14,988 dished out, and passing grade. So, from here, we have actually unlocked the Incomplete Clock Room bonus demo level. The halls of demonstration are meant to be closed off from the other floors of the manor. As Frothy disintegrates in front of you, however, a piece of the wall comes loose, exposing a hastily blockaded staircase behind it. The demonstration areas always were a little shoddy. Tools litter the steps, suggesting that whatever might be waiting at the top isn't quite finished yet. Probably a piece of concept art, you think, or a set of storyboards. Nothing too difficult. You're glad you told all your friends and neighbors to fund the Kickstarter. It'll be fun to see this area when it's done. It's strange, though, that someone made such an effort to seal it off, and that ticking is stranger still. So it looks like we're going to be instantly thrown against our other boss here. If I had known that, I wouldn't have popped so many juice boxes, although I would have been lower on health anyway. Well, let's see what this is. So a new boss, this is a clock monster. Oh snap. So I'm guessing we can pass through the gears when they're light and not when they're dark. Although I'm taking damage anyway. That blue spot there reminds me of the item that in the perk that lets you slow enemy projectiles, so I'm guessing that's what that one does. We're just going to keep trying to dodge our way around these clock pieces. I was correct, if the clock is not solid, then it is not damaging. We're just about dead. And yep, that'll do it. So that was the new non-finished boss. For something that's completely incomplete, so to speak. That was actually, I think, a very well done boss battle. I look forward to seeing the rest of that if the chance so arises. Of course, now we can assign our perks. We would probably do these 2 here. We can actually not quite do a third one. I'm not sure which ones exactly unlock when you beat the demo in the conditions specified, but there's definitely at least 2 more that you're able to unlock at some point. So that'll do it for this episode of Mentos Plays the Our Darker Purpose demo. Thank you for watching. As mentioned before, if you enjoy what you see, if you think that you would enjoy this game, which I think you would, please go back to Kickstarter. It needs all the support it can get over the next couple days. The new items that have all been added are pretty nice. Obviously, we ran into a couple of little glitches there. Nothing too major, nothing that's out of the ordinary for an alpha. But you know, for a demo for pre-alpha, this is in very good shape. I think if the Kickstarter does get the funding it needs, we're going to be in a position to have a very good game being made. I feel like letting this game be fully realized is going to result in something excellent. So thank you all for tuning in this time. The link to the Kickstarter and Greenlight page will as always be in the description. Thank you for tuning in. Please go pledge the Kickstarter if you want and if you enjoyed what you've seen. In terms of myself, if you want any likes, comments, subscriptions left, that would be nice. But really, I'm just doing these ones just to support the game, even though I don't have much of a following. So yeah, and I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, everyone.